Hello, my friends. It's Lionel here with you guys with a brand new Patreon exclusive. And in today's Patreon exclusive, I want to talk about AI, okay? You see, as the title, it's Beware of AI Slop. My friends, there's so much garbage out there nowadays when it comes to AI, right? And so many people are being fooled by it. And it's a very dangerous situation when we got so much disinformation being put out and so many people falling for it, because we know the powers that be, as we move forward, they're going to be using more and more AI technology to fool the masses. And how long have they been using it already? How much stuff that we believe is real was actually just AI? Because never forget, the AI that the elites have is way more, uh, you know, advanced than the stuff they've given us. And if people are being fooled by the stuff that they've given us, they can't even differentiate between that and what the elites have as their technology. I bet you half the world events that we see that the media puts out might not even be real. So I want to give you a few examples of people being duped by absolute trash, okay? And how scary it is for me, anyways, to see, the level of consciousness that some people are at. So I'm gonna first start off with the other day, post pops up on my feed, and I do not follow this lady, and this is stupid that these people are being promoted by the algorithm, that things are popping up in my feed that I don't even follow this person, but that's how promoted some people are in the algorithm. And I wouldn't be upset with that if it was good content that was being promoted, but this is just absolute trash. So I get a post pop up, and there's Barack Obama with Michelle Obama, and the person says, they're all actors on a stage. Who's the actor or the actress playing Michelle, or the actor, because I think Michelle's a man, which maybe she or he is, right? I'm not here to talk about that in specific. We're gonna stick on AI today. But the picture shows Obama with Michelle, and she looks really good, and it's clearly an AI picture, okay? It's not the way Michelle looks. It looks like a beautiful black woman, right? And we all know what Michelle actually looks like. Again, I'm not here to insult people's appearances, but it speaks for itself, okay? And you could look up and see what Michelle Obama looks like in 2026, getting older, very big, very manly looking, regardless if it's a woman or a man, right? Like I said, I'm not getting into that topic today. But this picture, it's a totally different person, okay? And this person is claiming that this is a real picture that just came out. And it's a Q person, of course, a person who worships Donald Trump and thinks he's here to take down the deep state, because I checked their page. All their posts are just glorifying Trump and Q. And I look at the post, it has over 700 likes, over 300 comments. And I'm reading through the comments because I knew right away this is a poor AI, like really horrible AI. It looked fake as hell. And it's obvious that's not what they look like. All you'd have to do is look up Obama and Michelle 2026 or 2025, and you'll see real pictures of what they look like. You'll know that's obvious AI. It looked like a cartoon generated picture almost. I go down 300 comments expecting to see many people saying, no, that's AI. No, I only found one person out of 300 comments saying that's not real, this is AI. Everybody, yeah, it's a clone, they're actors, the real Michelle and Obama are killed at Guantanamo Bay in 2008 or whatever, all this garbage. But everyone believed this was a real picture. Everyone. And the lady who posted it had the nerve to say something like people aren't ready for this or something. People aren't ready for the truth of what this is, that this is actually a replaced clone stuff. So I left a comment. I said, It seems that you're not ready to understand the difference between AI and real photos. You can't comprehend that there's AI technology out now, and this is a fake photo, an obvious fake photo. And I ran it through an AI generator, and it said 97.3% AI generated photo. So I left that screenshot and also left more information showing how this was that it was a picture at the Met Gala, and it says the Obamas have never even been to the Met Gala place either, never documented nothing. So I provided all the evidence that this was a fake AI generated thing, and this lady had such a nerve that anybody who disagreed with her in the comments, she's saying, you're low IQ, you're this, you're that. And I'm thinking, lady, you're sitting here worshiping government and you can't even tell the difference between an AI generated photo and a real photo. And you're sitting here pushing it, and the algorithm loves it. That's because if you promote Trump, because Trump is buddy with Mark Zuckerberg, he's clearly a global elitist, because if Zuckerberg is promoting Trump stuff, pushing the algorithm, guess what? That's the agenda. Just like how Zuckerberg was against Trump before and promoting Biden stuff when Biden was in charge. Okay, they promote whoever's in charge because it's part of the agenda, because they are NWO globalists. Okay? So this is being pushed. This is showing up in my feed when I don't even follow her. There's 800 likes, 700, 800 likes. And nobody can even have half a brain to realize that this is AI slop. And did this lady take down the post? Probably not. She probably saw my comment. Who knows? Maybe even she tried to argue with me. I don't know, because I don't check comments anymore. I say my opinion, I move on, because I'm not going to get my energy harvested, especially from sheep. Okay? But this is what I'm talking about. This is dangerous stuff. When you have poorly generated AI photos and hundreds of people are being duped and it's being pushed in the algorithm, and it's poor AI. It's not good AI. It was obvious to anyone with half a brain cell that that's not a real photo. And it'd take a person 2 seconds of research to see that. But they don't want to do research. That's why they believe Trump is good still. Trust the plan, right? Because they don't do real research. They don't even know what's going on. They have no discernment, no intuition, just pure propaganda and brainwashing. So that's what I mean. Like, things are getting scary, because if they're so easily fooled by a guy like Trump and so easily fooled by poor AI, how easily fooled are they going to be when somebody more convincing comes along, or proper high-tech AI is being pushed? And what are they going to fall for? And what rights are they going to give away? And what government enslavement are they just going to sit there and accept with no pushback at all? That's right. Some other disturbing AI stuff I'll share an experience with you that I've had as well. One of my favorite musicians from my favorite band of all time, the Grateful Dead, Bobby Weir, he passed away 2 weeks ago. All right, 79 years old, and so yeah, that's sad. But we're gonna talk about the AI aspect of this, because he died. You know, he had a wife, he had kids who loved him very much. I've been watching. They just had his celebration of life, and they just couldn't say. They kept saying what a great guy he was, and how, you know, they loved him very deeply. Well, what's been popping up on my news feed? Articles coming up with AI generated photos of him in the hospital with a breathing machine hooked up, saying, oh, Bob Weir's final words and this and that. Guess what? He died at home, not in the hospital. So this is AI generated photos of him hooked up like that, and they want you to click on the link to read more. So I clicked on the link, and I have on my phone Avast security, and it blocks stuff that has malware. So malware is when you click on a link and these people get access. Malware goes onto your phone and they could literally hack you if they want. So immediately it blocks it. Okay? So I'm like, okay, so this is a complete scam. They're showing AI photos wanting to people click. And as the days went on, the exact same Facebook page, again, which I do not follow, it's just popping up in my feed, keeps popping up about different headlines about Bobby Weir. And these people are sick, my friends. They're putting headlines saying Natasha Weir, which was his wife, she breaks her silence on Bob Weir after he died, about the dark side of Bob Weir and stuff. They're trying to tell you that he was some evil guy, and that the second he died, his wife is out there talking trash about him, revealing his darkest secrets. And again, link is in the description. Post has thousands of responses, everything. Mostly people are pissed off, fans. But the fact of the matter is, people are clicking on these links because they want to see what does it have to say when it's all AI generated. AI generated articles, the images that they put on the thumbnails, it's all AI. This is what I mean as AI slop, and this could be a danger to you on a personal level, because you could see something posted on your timeline about something that interests you that's totally false, made up. And not only could it trick you about your perception about a certain situation of whatever it is that you're interested in, and you could be sitting there believing something that's totally false, but you could click on something that's a total scam. They could get malware to your device if you don't have security on your device. They could be on your device watching you right now, hacking into your webcams, everything. You enter your banking information on an online banking app, they could see your password when you type it in. One day you'll just go on your banking and your account will be emptied because they have the technology to do this if you're not careful. Or you could fall for scams as well. They could use a deep fake scam. You think you're talking to somebody else. Hell, they could clone me if they wanted and have me contact you. And oh, let's go on a video chat. You on a video chat, here I am talking to you. Then, oh, give me money, give me this and that. Guess what? Wasn't actually me. This has happened with other people, other influencers. And people have been scammed. Many are being scammed because the technology is becoming so realistic. I also saw when I'm on X, I'm going and it's been showing these guys showing beautiful women, almost nude, okay, in bikinis or whatever, and it shows them moving and doing this that, but then it shows the guy in the little box, and it's some Indian guy, right? And he's actually the one doing it. It's a deep fake, and when he moves like that, the woman moves like that, right? So I'm not saying the guys who are posting this are scammers. They're probably the guys who are trying to make people aware of how advanced this technology is, because scammers will use this. You'll have those scams where you think you're talking to a woman, she messages you. They get many guys like this. They message you randomly on Facebook. Oh, hey, sweetie, how's it going? These guys start talking to them. And usually what they've done up until this point is they use like images of porn stars and stuff. And usually it's Nigerian scammers. And they get people to fall in love with them. They send them pornographic images and get the guy to send nude pictures back. And then they take that and they blackmail the guy. I'm going to send this to your family. You got to give me money. I know about that because I know somebody who got duped by that. Okay? Somebody on Facebook. And I've watched a lot of scam videos that expose this kind of stuff. So that's how it was done up until now. But now with this technology, you could be sitting there with a completely AI generated person. Okay? And you could even have a video chat. That's how realistic it is. So you truly believe that you're talking to a human, and it'll be a beautiful woman, but really it's an AI generated image, and behind it is some Nigerian guy or some guy from India, because that's where the majority of scammers are. But who knows? There's scammers here in North America too. And with this advancement in technology, I think more and more people all over the world are going to start scamming people with this. Now, they said they're even going to make OnlyFans accounts and have these girls complete pornographic and stuff, and it's not even real, it's AI. Guys will be paying $50 a month or $20 a month, whatever they do on there. all AI, and they can't even tell the difference. Meanwhile, it's just some guy going like that, or whatever. It's dangerous stuff, my friends. So, a lot of scams. Beware of the scams. Beware of the false information. You got to check everything. You could go to AI photo detectors and stuff. Just type into Google AI photo detector if you have suspicions about something. Whatever you do, don't be clicking on random links. And if you do, make sure you have security on your phone, malware blockers, or you have that on your computer, whatever your device is. So that way, if you do click on a harmful website, it blocks it immediately. It makes it known, and you won't get that spyware on your computer or on your device. Because as we move forward into this age, there's going to be more tricks, more deception, and more bad people taking advantage of good people. And the scariest part is when the government and the powers that be start using it to trick and deceive people, using it to further their agendas. So I just thought I should make this video, make you guys aware of it, and really urge that you use discernment and intuition from here on out with everything you do online, because we're in a totally different era now that AI's taken over. Go within, my friends, and follow the heart, and always be on guard. Stay vigilant. That's it for today's video. Lionel signing off.